Hello, all you delicious, gorgeous crypto investors. That's right, it's a new intro for me, babies. I'm going to tell you why I'm super excited about SHIBA. It's real simple. I'm going to throw out some stats that's going to make your head spin, and it's going to give you the proper perspective on why SHIBA is much more powerful and growing faster than even Bitcoin. I know that seems impossible, but let me throw some numbers out and some stats. First of all, when I first got into Bitcoin way back in 2012, I bought it at $560. Okay? It took 9 years to make some decent money. And now it's almost doubling as we speak, as of lately, because of course of beautiful musky tweets. Those musky tweets always provide that steroid hit. Now listen, as fast as Bitcoin is growing, oh my gosh, it's so delicious. It just makes me so giant down there. Let me throw out some numbers for SHIBA. It's going to make your head spin. First of all, I've been tracking it since its birth. Oh, that sounds disgusting. It was born around February. Nobody really knows exactly. It was actually born a couple months before that, but it really didn't start to take fruition till February. But you couldn't really buy it till a few months later. All the initial developers were able to get tons of it, as is always the case. Now, from February, it had 10 decimal places and a 7. Okay, so that's 11 decimal places. That's where SHIB started. It has only been 7 months, if you can believe it. It went from 10 decimal places to where it is right now, 4 decimal places. In order for that to happen, SHIBA had to double 6,442 times, I believe. That's over 6,400 bagger. Okay? Imagine a stock becoming a 6,000 bagger. I can't even mentally imagine that. I have to punch it into a calculator just to get my head around it. SHIBA has grown. It has doubled 6,442 times roughly. It currently sits at 0.0000042. In order for it to do that, in order for it to get where it's at right now, imagine 6,400 and something times. Now, if you were lucky enough to catch it right when Coinbase adopted it, which was about 3.5 weeks ago, that's doubled. It's only a 2-bagger. Still not too bad, but you would have needed twice the amount of money that you have right. You would have needed to pay twice the amount right now to get the equivalent from about 3.5 weeks ago. Now, put this in your mind. Whatever you buy right now, let's say you buy those 13 million that I was talking about in the last video. Okay, it's going to be a little bit more right now because it's 4.2. But it's still going to be roughly around 13 million. Now, in order to make about $65,000 on your $500, it only has to become about 135 bagger. So instead of 6,400 plus, you only need 135 more to make $65,000. Okay? And if you want to make 130,000 roughly, it needs to multiply at least 255 times. I believe. It's either 240 or 255. We'll call it 245. Okay, so you need a 245 bagger for that to happen. That's not very much, people. When you compare, it's already gone. It has already gone 6,442 times. It only needs 245 times. Right now to get to a penny. And if you split that in half, like I told you before, you want to sell out at like 65,000, it's about 130. 135 versus 245 slash 255. I hope you guys are keeping up with me. So, those are incredible odds, people. Incredible odds. Okay? Compare that to GME. It went from $2.30 all the way to $495, something like that. Split it up. Calculate how many times it would have to bag to get to $495. Okay? SHIB spins circles around even the most incredible stocks like GameStop. Circles. It's also spinning circles right now around Bitcoin, even though Bitcoin's now fluctuating between 62, 66,000. Okay? That's why when I first bought it years ago, I had no problem thinking it would pass 100,000. Now, will it pass 200, 300,000? Possibly. But it's easily going to pass 100,000. Why? Because of two words. Elon. That's right. E with a lon after it. He's the reason for Bitcoin. He's the reason for Doge. And he's going to be the same reason for SHIBA. Even when he says recently he doesn't own any of it, it's still going up. Because people are anticipating he's going to do some funny business with it. Because he's a funny kind of guy. He's always doing funny business with these different cryptos. Not to mention, BKKT just adopted, or they just became a partnership with Visa and MasterCard. That's a huge deal, people. That's putting crypto into the stratosphere. The whole world of crypto is going into the strat because of that. Just look at the micro. Look at the micro crypto cap website. Look at the top 10. Look how SHIB is starting to break its way into the top 10. Do you understand what's going to happen, people? When it breaks its way into the top 10? It's game over. And everybody's going to be really happy. And everybody's going to see AM what? What was that called? AMC back in the day? Oh yeah, I remember that from like 2 months ago. Yeah, I remember that. So that's all I have to say, people. Some stats, some figures that'll make your head spin. SHIB is where it's at! Now I have to go get back to my bathroom stall. I hear somebody knocking.